Hi, 5th grade. Happy Friday. Thank goodness it is Friday. The last thing that we're going to do this week for classwork is we're going to do a little bit of practice with point of view. All right, so throughout this week, what we did is we did first person, second person, and both types of third person. Today we're going to do a little review and a little practice. Okay, so today we're not going to be learning anything new. We're just going to practice on what we learned throughout the week. Okay, so this first slide here, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do a review, talk about what these different points of views are, and then we're going to do some practice. Okay, so if you remember, first person. In first person, the narrator is the main character, right? So the narrator is the main character. The person who is telling us the story is the person who is in the story, right? So in a first person narrative, Mr. Lund might tell you about his weekend, right? I am the person telling you the story, and I am the main character, right? That way I know that it's first person. First person, we see a lot of I, me, we, a lot of those kinds of pronouns. And then in second person, the narrator is speaking to you. Okay, so this narrator is speaking directly to you. And so we see this pronoun here, you, a lot, right? We talked about how it might be like directions, like in a recipe. The narrator might be trying to tell you about how to do something, and they're telling you to do it in a certain order. That would be second person. So in second person point of view, the narrator is speaking directly to you. All right. Now, third person. Here we go. Third person. There are two different kinds of third person, but before we talk about limited and omniscient, let's just talk really quick about what third person is overall. In third person, the narrator is not in the story. Okay. In third person, the narrator is somebody who is watching the story from afar. They are not somebody in the story. And so we see a lot of he, she, they, them, it, those sorts of pronouns. Okay? All right. So now with third person, there are two different kinds of third person point of view. There's limited and there's omniscient. Okay, so in limited, the narrator is can only. Oh my goodness, everybody, I'm so sorry. That doesn't make any sense. The narrator can only see the thoughts and feelings of one character. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I've been really sick this week, so maybe I had my sick brain going on and I forgot to delete that is. So, the narrator can only see the thoughts and feelings of one character. That is third person limited. The narrator can only see inside of one person's head. Okay, what they're thinking and what they're feeling. Okay, now omniscient is a little bit different. The narrator can. I did it again. Oh my goodness. The narrator can see the thoughts and feelings of everyone. Okay. So in omniscient, third person omniscient, the narrator is able to see inside the head of everyone in the story. Okay. All right, so the narrator can see the thoughts and feelings of everyone. That is omniscient. So now we're going to do some practice. I'm going to do the first two with you, and the third one I want you to do on your own. Okay. All we're doing here is we're going to read the short story, and then we're going to circle which one of the options here is the point of view. So here we go. Ellie and Jose were on their way to piano lessons. I can't wait to learn a new song, thought Jose. On the other hand, Ellie was worried that her piano teacher wouldn't know she hadn't been practicing. Okay, so first thing we should see is this first person. So it looks like the narrator is outside of the story. Looks like it's not Ellie or Jose. Neither of them are telling the story, right? So we can get rid of first person and second person. It's neither one of those. So it's either third person limited or third person omniscient. So if it's third person limited, we can only see inside the head of one person. Looks like we can see what Jose is thinking, and we can see what Ellie is thinking too. That way we know that this is third person omniscient. Okay. The reason we know that is because we are able to see inside of Jose's head. We see what he thinks, and we see what Ellie thinks too. Ellie was worried, so we get to see what she is thinking as well. Okay. Remember, if you want to take this middle part out of here, go to fill color, go to transparent. There you go. Third person omniscient. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next one here. If you ever need any help, or if you're stuck and you want to, maybe I'm going too fast, you can always pause this video. Move on to number 2. Here we go. My little brother is so annoying. He copies everything I do. He always goes through my room and ruins my things. Someday, I'm going to put a lock on my door. I'm going to lock him out. Okay, so let's start up here with first person. Let's see if we think this may be first person. So first person is when the person who is telling the story is the main character. Okay, and a few pronouns that we see a lot of is my, I, my, I am, right? Some more I am. So it's good. Maybe it's a good hint there that this might be first person. Okay. Second person is the narrator speaking directly to you, telling you to do something. No, it's telling us about somebody. Is this third person? No, because the narrator is using these pronouns here, like my, I. They are telling you the story, and they're the main character. So that way we know this is first person. There we go. Okay, so number 1, number 2 are done. Number 3 I want you to do on your own. This is very important. We're going to start doing this. We're going to continue to do this next week because point of view is very important, and I want to make sure that we are totally comprehending point of view. So if you have any questions, please let me know.